landed in Leticia. So different from anywhere we've ever flown into before. And the humidity definitely hits you hard, but no, don't hate it yet. See you in 5 days maybe. It's actually really cool to see all the villages you land. They're like just on right next to the airport. There's little huts. So I am so excited for a totally different experience than we've had before. Tried to sleep a little on the plane. Hopefully won't be too tired the rest of the day.
On the runway though.
This is a very different airport experience. It looks like maybe you could have 3 flights in here total, maybe. You walk down the hallway right to the baggage claim because there's only really one right here. It's it's very simple, it's very beautiful, and we're just having a great time. Something we didn't expect, the handle to our bag is like all wet from the condensation because it gets so cold while you fly and then you hit all the humidity. So it caught me off guard a little bit when I grabbed the handle.
The humidity kind of slaps you. We're definitely in the jungle.
Yeah. The hard part is it feels great. It feels great on my skin, but then I also like want to put on a jacket and not get bit by anything. So it's like it's a lose or a win-win. I don't know.
We didn't ever buy bug spray though.
No, we need to. So after we got our bags, which we didn't know before, we would have already done this while we were waiting for our bags, there is a little like welcome booth, and that's where you're gonna pay your tourist tax, so you don't get to leave this luggage compartment until you pay that tourist tax. So it's 35,000 pesos, so just under $10. So you'll just pay your tax and then get out the door. So we're in our taxi we're staying at the Decameron, and they included, so there's someone there to meet us and arrange the taxi. If that wasn't something you'd set up beforehand, it's super simple. There's actually just like a whole line, like a covered hallway kind of a thing, where everyone lines up for taxis and just takes turns. So it's very well organized actually. And since you only have really one flight at a time coming in, you're not battling against a whole airport full of people. It's basically just whoever's in your own flight. There's also an area at the airport you can walk over and get the tuk-tuks instead. That's what you prefer. Kind of fun. So definitely something that's not difficult to navigate. We're just working through our reservation paperwork real quick. It is all done on their app, so...
I get it, it's all digital, but it's in another language. It's a little bit...
we're fumbling through a little bit of time. It hasn't been difficult.
But it does make it easier. Like the airport check-in here was so easy.
So
because it was
easy.
all basically self-checking. Like you checked your own bag, you checked your own... It was great.
So flying from Bogota to Leticia, I actually really enjoyed the Bogota process for Avianca Air. I keep saying it wrong. Anyway, Avianca has a great system because they have so many self-check-in desks. You scan your boarding pass, you print your luggage tag, and on you go. So it's really, really quite simple.
I thought, oh, this might take forever. And then,
it's so fast. And then you even scan your own bags to like send your bags up and away. So worked great. Had an excellent check-in time. Easy boarding process. Yeah, so I showed the booth where you pay the tourism tax.
The cool thing with it though too is that it does, and it's according to our code time, it goes straight to the village, to Leticia, to tourism specifically, and also for reservations.
Right, and it's not very expensive, but we have no problem with tax like that, especially when you know it's being used well. So we got into the resort. resort here, we were served a delicious ice cream slushy drink, and so we're just sitting here. I'm enjoying making him do all the work and having just a beautiful time. The grounds here are immaculate at the Decameron, and I'm loving all of the trees are marked so we can learn kind of what the native plant life is, and I'm nerdy enough, I really like that. So we got all checked in. There are butterflies everywhere. There's hummingbirds all over. Love all the colors of flowers. This is just excellent. So I'll show you around our room. I'm excited to be here. Okay, so we just walked in the room. It actually smells incredibly clean. I always love it. But we have a nice porch area. Has all the mosquito netting and everything, and this excellent hammock. So I'm super excited. Oh, there's even an umbrella here for rains to start out. It feels cool, really cool. I'll show you, we've got a nice little couch area, a huge king-size bed. I love the wooden caimans that they have everywhere. It's like very indicative of the space, but it feels incredible in here. Go take a peek. So again, this is the Decameron Hotel. They're actually a pretty large international chain. And so far it's been great service. Got a little mini fridge and the bathroom. Is it running? The shower running? Oh, that's actually kind of nice though. It's like nice tile, it's in great shape. Things we've seen as we've gone into different countries. Like when we were in Mexico, some of the resorts we stayed at, they had like a really nice common area, but you have things like the tile gets a little neglected in the bathroom, things like that. This is not, everything is impeccably clean, in excellent shape. So we're super excited to be here. We are setting up our excursions right now. You can do that through the hotel or out in the town. And we're gonna go make some plans for the week. Those are the ones you're talking. Those are larvae. Ooh. And you just pop them in your mouth live?
Eat them a lot.
Yeah, that's how you get really sick. You eat live bugs.
So we're out exploring Leticia. It is a very vibrant, super busy town. We're just walking down towards the port, kind of exploring. There's tons of shopping, there's souvenirs. We just saw a larva that you can eat.
We walked past two places that sell boat motors, bars, so they do a lot of
We're very
shipping
close
and stuff
to the Amazon, and there are parts of it that, depending on the time of year you visit, you can do different excursions. There's certain villages you can't even get to right now because the like side rivers that get there are completely dried up, so they're inaccessible. So we are learning a little bit about that, and you see a lot of beautiful handicrafts and woodwork out of Peru and different regions here, and the fruits and vegetables look amazing. Oh, and now we have the river houses by the marsh, so we'll go check those out. So it sounds like we are here during the dry season, and we've just got our first glimpse of the river, and you can definitely see that it is the dry season. So yeah, I'll get over here. So this is the little port that they would take out, and then the Amazon River is out here. But you see these houses that are up on stilts, so in the rainy season they can get without any issues. This is absolutely incredible. And you can see the boats they use when the water's high. So as we got here to where the walkway is across the river here, there are people pitching. Like we just had a guy approach us and ask if we wanted to take a boat right into Peru, and he gives us a price for that, and he'll take us out on his boat. So you can definitely do some serious adventuring as long as you can communicate. Okay.
That's a boat terminal.
And there are like these huts down here are actually boat terminals, but not very useful this time of year. And there's all kinds of street food here. and tons of fruit. And the general rule for fruit in Colombia is if you can peel it, you can eat it, basically. So keep you safe from any stomach bugs. I would be so interested in trying one of the larvae if I knew that
larva? Oh.
you could make sure there weren't parasites.
Not
I would
for me, no.
just to say that you did it, you know? So.
I don't need to say those things. I don't need
No,
to prove
you're
anything
good.
anymore. I'm good.
But it is humid and hot, but beautiful, and we are really enjoying walking around town. We did find a Peruvian restaurant we decided to eat lunch at today. It's really beautiful. So
I don't know if we've seen around the border.
yes, so we're right where Peru, Colombia, and Brazil.
And
So where we showed the Amazon earlier, there's like a dividing line halfway through the Amazon. So the one side is Colombian, the other side is Peruvian. But this is really cool. Our Peruvian lunch was absolutely delicious. We had a great time, phenomenal conversation as always. We were having so much fun with my uncles that we're here with, and they have headed back to cool off in the pool, and we are on a quest to find a hat for sun protection. And they're a little nerdy, but honestly, the situation calls for it, I think. So we did also find though, they have a drink here. I should have kept mine before I threw the bottle away, but we'll buy more than one, I'm sure. So it's basically Red Bull, like a sugar-free Red Bull, and it was gosh darn delicious in this heat, so I was pretty excited about that. But we're into like the shopping area. We're gonna go try to find a hat for our exploration into the Amazons tomorrow. We picked up bug spray and everything, so we are doing pretty good. Loving all the stores. Should I buy that pink shirt? Yeah, I like it. So, Leticia is extremely welcoming. There are shops all over, but unlike, you know, really heavy tourist places we've been in the past, nobody like calls you in or anything. They're very friendly. They say hello, good morning, they'll chat with you, but there's no like sales pitch at all. So if that's something you're trying to avoid, it's not something you need to worry about here. And I'm just really loving all of the day. So you will get completely different experience here. The rainy season versus the dry season. We're here during the dry season. During the rainy season, there's just water everywhere. You'll need to come with rain boots. And the river comes so high that even, you know, for 2 blocks around the port area, there's all of, you know, the homes go right up to the water, or the water goes right up to the homes. So anyway, we're enjoying our day. And then tonight we are headed into the jungle to see the caimans and the bioluminescent. So we're super excited to take you along
He
with
said
us.
the bioluminescent forest. Is that a pool or is there like stuff in the forest that glows?
I think there are things in the forest that are bioluminescent.
Okay, cool.
Specific plants, from what I've read, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, I am falling more in love with Colombia like every minute, but as you can see, the last clip that you watched was maybe 5 minutes ago, possibly, and this storm is blowing in fast, which probably means it'll blow over quickly. Like last night, there's tons and tons and tons of rain in Bogota, but a couple hours it goes away.
I had 2 long sleeve shirts prepped because we're going into the jungle. One of them somehow ended up not packed. Anyway, we just went to the shop in the market. People that really don't speak a lot of English, which let me make this clear.
We don't expect them to.
Certainly helpful when they do, but I'm in their country. We try to learn some Spanish.
But
the girl that helped us was the sweetest, nicest
so
lady.
sweet.
Well, the first thing
She made me
she said
smile
is
so
that
much.
you're pretty.
Uh,
She said you speak.
she said, "Do you speak Spanish?" And then you said,
Not
"No."
really. Then she said she's pretty. I do know how to say that.
But I know enough Spanish to let her know, like, I can kind of understand you, but I speak less than I understand. And she just kind of giggled, but she stayed with us the whole time, helped us find the right
Helped us
sizing.
get a
The
t-shirt.
pricing was great. We had a good laugh. We talk a little bit of like, they're always trying to work on their English, so they ask us like how to say 20. So we had a great experience, like just a fantastic experience in the market,
It's just buying
even
a
without our
shirt,
guide.
but we always appreciate when somebody, she doesn't have to try. I mean, she really doesn't, like
No.
we're the guests, but she was so friendly. She slowed way down with speaking. She helped make sure we understood to
But
the
she's-
extent that we could
yeah.
what she was saying.
She stuck with
And
us to help
that was
us
great.
find what we
I really
needed.
appreciated that.
Like,
that was a
oh.
cool lady.
Plus, I want to dress anyway, so she might just have to be my dress lady.
Alright,
We'll go
go
back
get a
with
dress.
Raphael.
She buys a dress in every country.
I really like
so.
buying a dress and a ring in every country we go to. It's the
But
new
yeah,
thing.
it was a fun experience.
Yeah.
The thing that I loved about this market, there's zero pressure.
No.
If you like to go through markets, you like to take your time,
wanna
look
wander.
at things, and the salesperson will come and kind of stand with
They
you,
say hello.
but they're definitely not like hey, you know, my friend, almost free, buy this. They're just like chilling and like, oh, you know, do you like this shirt? Let me help you get what you're looking for.
So, we were thinking about coming in, jumping in the pool, but all of a sudden, it went from extremely hot and humid to beautifully cool and rainy. So we are appreciating the change in weather. Hopefully it doesn't stick too hard because we are headed out on an excursion into the jungle. But
in the rain.
Go see if they jumped in yet.
I don't think they're gonna be.
I don't think they made it. Yep, they did. So we're gonna go say hi and yeah, we are excited to head out tonight.
We are on a walk, hike, learning a lot about the Amazon. We're in the middle of the forest. We saw bioluminescent fungus, which means it glows. Seen frogs, tarantulas. We're kind of hoping to see a snake. It's amazing how pitch black and how loud the animals are, but the jungle is not a very hospitable place. I just found a giant moth.
It's really hard to record in the dark in the jungle, so we'll just show you. They gave us these boots, which were fantastic. Right away we started seeing animals, the cutest little frogs, beautiful flowers all over, tarantulas, which are less beautiful and a little scary, and the baby pineapples that grow wild are so cute. But we saw frogs, we saw lizards, we saw spiders, weird looking caterpillar things, moths, and this stick bug that was as big as our faces. Had a great time. It was a really beautiful, beautiful walk through the night, and then you finish out the night with talking to your shaman. Then we were able to head back to the hotel for dinner, which we were all very ready for, and we loved hanging out, listening to all of the frogs and the different bugs before calling it a night. So that's our first day in Leticia. We cannot wait to show you day 2.